Hello, Aquarians. Welcome to your Team Room Scope. My name is Amanda. As always, be sure to watch the video for your rising side as well. That can give you some more information about other areas that you can be focused on, or you can schedule a private consultation with me. I do these on Skype, and it's $5 for a half-hour session. Just drop me a line at the email address below this video if you would like to set up a reading. I do answer emails in the order I receive them, so if it's been a few days and you haven't heard back from me, it's just because there were other people in front of you. Sometimes it just depends. Sometimes there'll be a lot and sometimes there may not be any. So I do answer those as quickly as possible. So just wanted to let everybody know that, because you don't need to email me again. I will get back to you. Sometimes it just takes a little bit longer, just depending on the demand. But let's take a look at March Aquarius. And also I wanted to wish you guys a happy birthday, because I forgot to do that last month. I'm really doing very poorly on remembering to wish signs happy birthday in the right month. So, but I want to make sure that I do that now. So I do hope you had fantastic birthdays and were able to celebrate accordingly. But let's take a look here at Aquarius. It looks like some of you will be focused on some news that you get, some communication that you get that may upset you. It could be that something doesn't turn out as you hoped. Maybe a job that you thought you were going to land, or someone that you were in a relationship with or are in a relationship with. Maybe, there have been arguments, disagreements, maybe suspicions going on for some of you, and maybe something you thought you were going to be able to work through. It's going to take some more work. It doesn't mean it's ending. It just could be there's a delay around this. Maybe it's not going to resolve itself as quickly as you'd hoped. Some of you need to take a trip that you don't want to take, or you find out you have a relative that's unwell that you have to go visit. And if you do, this will come up as at a very inopportune time. For those of you who do have to travel, please be cautious. In fact, with these two cards, if there's any way to put off travel in March, I would do so. Of course, if you have a sick relative that you need to go and see, of course, you have to do what you have to do. But if there's any way to put it off, because when these two cards come up together, it can mean accidents or problems in travel. Certainly delays, but so just be careful. Please be attentive whenever you're driving out and around. And this is normally a message I get during the Mercury retrograde, and Mercury's actually direct in March. So I think maybe this is just kind of hanging over the first couple of weeks of March. I think past that point, travel will improve significantly, but do be cautious, Aqua, whenever you are driving or traveling. This could be just disruptive news that you get about someone, that you care about. You feel that they are in danger, or you're worried about someone close to you, and concerned about their welfare in some way, regarding surprise news that you get from someone. So that's another way this can work, Aqua. Let me go into this and see if we can get some more information about what this news involves. It just looks like it's disappointment. Someone close to you disappoints you. And Aqua, it's how this can work out. Yeah. And you're worried about someone. Could be communication has been difficult between you and someone. And you were hoping that would improve. And maybe there's some delay around that. But, we'll see if maybe that can be worked out. Some of you may have... someone may be double dealing with you in March, Aqua, and for some of you, this is coming up as a manipulative female, just not being honest with you. Maybe someone's just saying things in the wrong way. Maybe they don't have very good social skills, and there's just, something they say rubs you the wrong way, irritates you. Someone could lie to you about money or something to do with money. So for those of you who own your own business, there could be an employee who is stealing from you. Or being dishonest about time spent that you owe them for. If it's an employee, something that you owe pay for when maybe they weren't working, that sort of thing. Some of you be dealing with issues regarding family and money, and a manipulative female that you're related to, or that is an in-law, and who is lying in order to receive money that does not belong to her, or something like that. So if there are issues with probate or an estate, or just within the family regarding family relationships or property, this could be something that you're dealing with. Um, and I think some of you have to go see family and deal with this, and in March it's going to be the last thing you want to do. So I think that could be going back to this, travel that you don't want to do, or travel related to, just having to deal with people that you'd rather not deal with. But it seems like if you do go kind of confront this person, confront this issue, it'll be the first step. I don't think it's going to be resolved in March, but it'll be the first step to kind of, reaching some sort of resolution here. You will at least make yourself known. Help that's going to be available to you is if this is a family situation, you do have family on your side. Actually, even if it's not, you do have other members of your family who support you. They support what you're saying. They support your decision. You're going to have them behind you. A lot of this, though, it's just kind of has to come to fruit in its own good time. The more you kind of try to push maybe to a resolution, the more time it will take. It's kind of like that beating your head against a brick wall type thing. There's so many things that need to be resolved, and a lot which are out of your control. You can't control other people's responses to what you say or other people's responses to circumstances. And I think that's what this is giving me here, is that the more you kind of try to push people to the resolution you want, the more resistance you'll find. So it could be a case where you just need to let sleeping dogs lie. Just back off, give it a rest, say your piece, and then leave. Go in, say, this is what I think. This is how I think it should be handled, and then just back off. Now, yes, of course, you will be the source. People will be talking about you behind your back. Whoever this involves, of course, they'll be talking about you behind your back. And they may say some things to you that you find it very difficult to keep your cool, Aquarius. And for you, that says a lot, because you can normally be very cool, calm, and collected. But in this situation, do your best, because I think it's going to have more impact if you can keep your cool. But if you can't, maybe these things need to be said, and they need to be. Some people only understand things said in anger. So maybe that's how they deal with things in their life. So, don't censor yourself, Aquarius, is what I'm getting loud and clear in March. You say what you need to say, because once you say it, it won't ever need to be said again. That's helpful. You're not going to have to repeat yourself, because whatever you say is going to carry some punch. And I think it's probably because up until this point, you've been very understanding, whatever this is, or you have kept your cool. And you've just been pushed and past your patience with whatever this situation is, whoever this person is who is being abrasive or snotty or irritating. You're just at the end of your rope. And you're going to let this person know exactly what you think of them. And they need to hear it, because I don't think they hear it enough. So good on you, Aquarius. What can't be changed is that some of you be dealing with a group of people who are very self-centered, egotistical. And again, for some of you, this could be family. This could be coworkers, however, it'll play out differently for all of you. But yeah, I've seen a lot of gossip going on about you behind your back, or about this situation. People who have no idea what they're talking about, talking all the time. And again, going back to this, you can't change other people's behavior, but you can not care. And I think that that's kind of the level of serenity that you reach in Aquarius after you say your piece. You're just like, okay, I said it, and I don't care what any of you think. I'm done with the situation. You can continue to gossip or stab people in the back, or try to stab me in the back if you wish. It's not going to happen, but you're welcome to try. After that, it's kind of out of your way, Aquarius. So I think we're into the second half here. I see you more focused on a partnership. For some of you, this will be a business partnership or a new job, a new relationship. For those of you who are single, it could be that you are pursuing someone, or someone is pursuing you. Ladies, I think that will especially be the case with you. There could be a male who is very ardently declares his affections for you or admiration for you. So that's pretty awesome. Or you could just be very, for those of you who are coupled up, you could be embarking on a creative venture together. This could be actually creating another human. if you want to get pregnant. Some of you give birth in March. Some of you be working on getting pregnant. And you could be very successful with that, especially anytime fresh through the end of summer. It's going to be a prime time for those of you who are interested in conceiving or trying to conceive or wanting to adopt. And this could be pets too. I forget to say that a lot. Anything you're trying to add to the family, whether it be a child or a new pup or a new dog or a new pup. You know what I mean? A new pup, a new kitten, whatever, the animal of your choice. Just please no huge tigers or whatever. No exotic pets. They need proper care. It's not the same as a little kitten. And you aquas are just crazy and eccentric enough to do that. And I say that with affection. But yeah, anything adding to the family is going to create an incredible environment. It's really going to add to the home environment. And I think that by the end of March, you're going to, like all of these things that were maybe said behind your back, you're going to hear about that. And you're, again, going to maybe reiterate, you know what? I moved on. I'm doing this and this and this. I've got this new stuff going on in my life. And I'm done with that. Some of you, this be a creative project. Again, starting your own business or doing something that's very satisfying to you creatively. And this is the beginning of something that could be very beneficial for you in a lot of ways, not only because you enjoy it, but because it could be financially. I mean, this could turn into something that is a way to make extra money or make all of your money. It could become a full-blown career here. So yeah, something starts in March, whether it be a relationship or an addition to the home or a new job opportunity, a new business idea. Again, it'll be different for all of you, but that is going to overshadow all of this yuck that you have to deal with in March. Like specifically the first 2 weeks, which is I think when you're going to be dealing with the brunt of that. And when it crops up at the end, you're going to be so over it. And I think you're just going to kind of, you know, that game at the carnival where things pop up and you hit it with the big hammer? That's how you're going to kind of be at the end of the month when this crops up again. No, I'm done. I'm done with that. I've moved on. I'm living my own life. You do what you want. I'm done. So, and good for you, Aqua. That's how I see that it should be. Don't let things get to you. Don't let people who are trying to get to you, because that's exactly the response that they want. The happier that you can be in your own life is going to be the best revenge. So good luck with that. I think you'll be successful with that because you're going to be very excited about these new things you have going on. Those of you who are single, I do want to mention you could meet someone through a creative interest. So, I mean, if there is, some sort of group meeting that's, has a shared interest. I mean, pottery, that's what comes to mind. It doesn't have to be that. But yeah, any sort of like creative group, a writer's group or learning about something like this, some kind of activity that you go where there's a shared interest in creativity or a creative interest could be where you meet someone special. So just keep that in mind, Aqua. Good luck and I'll see you again in April.